Minute Math. When you need help, you use Minute Math.
I'm Sean Gannon, and this is Minute Math, and today we're learning about one-step equations with decimals. We're going to solve each equation. If I was given this equation, p plus 8 equals 14.1. I want to get 8 by itself here, so to do that, I need to subtract an 8 to both sides. Get p by itself, okay? So subtract 8 to both sides. Now I have p by itself. The 8's will cancel, and 14.1 minus 8 is 6.1. So my final answer here is just 6.1. N plus 4.7 equal to negative 4.7. I want to get n by itself. So to do that, I have to bring a 4.7 to the right. We're adding 4.7, opposite of that, subtraction. So I subtract a 4.7 to both sides. Now, a negative minus a negative, right, it's going to be even a more negative. Or negative minus a number brings it more negative. That's what I meant to say. These 4.7s cancel out, so we have n by itself. Negative 4.7 minus 4.7 is a negative 9.4. And so my final answer here is just negative 9.4. X over 1.2 equal to negative 7. I want to get x by itself. It's being divided by 1.2. So to bring 1.2 over to the right, I need to multiply both sides by 1.2. Multiply by 1.2 to both sides. In doing so, 1.2 gets canceled on the left, giving me x by itself. That's what I wanted. Now, I'm left with negative 7 times 1.2, which is a negative 8.4. And so my final answer is just negative 8.4. N plus 3.9 equal to 0.7. I want to get n by itself. So to do that, I need to subtract a 3.9 to both sides. That's the opposite of that addition. So we subtract, that's a 0.9, or 9, excuse me, minus 3.9 we need there, minus 3.9 to both sides. The 3.9s will cancel, giving me n by itself. 0.7 minus 3.9 is a negative 3.2. And so our final answer here is just negative 3.2. Negative 6.3 n equals a negative 8.19. Well, I want to get n by itself. It's being multiplied by a negative 6.3. So opposite of multiplication, division. Divide both sides by a negative 6.3. Now, on the left-hand side, this will cancel out our 6.3s, or negative 6.3s, and we have n by itself. On the right, we have a negative divided by a negative is a positive. And 8.19 divided by 6.3 is 1.3. And so our final answer is just n equals 1.3. 32.663 equals p plus 11.363. Now I want to solve for p here. So I am adding 11.363. And so to get rid of that and bring it over to the left, I have to do the opposite of addition, subtraction. So we subtract 11.363 to both sides. This gives me p by itself on the right, and on the left, 32.663 minus 11.363 is 21.3. Now, I have p by itself on the right. We're good. We got our answer here of 21.3. You can write p first to make it nicer. We have 21.3. And so our final answer is p equals 21.3. N minus 25.4 equal to a negative 44.8. All right, so we want to get n by itself. Now it's being subtracted by a number, so the opposite of subtraction is addition. So we add a 25.4 to both sides. We will cancel it out on the left, giving me n by itself on the left, and negative 44.8 plus 25.4 gives us a negative 19.4, and there we have our final answer. 28.8 equals 18.4. x. Now we want to get x by itself. It's being multiplied by that 18 right there. Opposite of multiplication, division. Divide both sides by 18. This ensures that x is by itself on the right because these 18s cancel. 28.8 divided by 18 is a 1.6. So if 1.6 equals to x, we can rewrite it to have x come first. X equals 1.6, and there we have our final answer. X minus 18 equals a negative 36.6. So I want to get x by itself. It's being subtracted by 18 here. Opposite of subtraction is addition. So if I add an 18 to both sides, on the left, the 18s cancel, leaving me x by itself. On the right, I have negative 36.6. I'm adding 18 to that, and I get a negative 18.6. And so our final answer here is just x equals a negative 18.6. M minus 21.1 equals a negative 36.6. I want to get m by itself. It's being subtracted by 21.1. Opposite of subtraction is addition. So if I add a 21.1 to both sides, I can eliminate the 21s on the left, giving me m by itself on the left. Now negative 36.6 plus 21.1 is a negative 15.5, and so our final answer is just m equals negative 15.5. X over a 19.7 equal to 0.6091370553838. All right, large decimal there, right? Or long decimal, more like it. Well, I want to get x by itself. Simple problem, really, even though it's a big number. I'm dividing by 19.7. Opposite of division is multiplication. So if I multiply both sides by 19.7, I will eliminate the 19.7s on the left, giving me x by itself. On the right, 0.6091370553838 times 19.7 comes out to be 12. And that's it. Our final answer here is just x equals 12. Negative 165.832. And that's equal to negative 10.91 times k. So we're given a problem here, and we want to get k by itself. K is being multiplied by negative 10.91. Opposite multiplication is division. So divide both sides by negative 10.91, and this eliminates the negative 10.91 on the right, giving me k by itself. Negative 165.832 divided by negative 10.9 is, well, positive 15.2. Remember, negative divided by negative is a positive. K is by itself. We can rewrite it to come first. So we have k equals 15.2 as our final answer. A over 15.9 equals a negative 1.7924528319. Now let me just double check that number. Negative 1.7924528319. Great. And we want to solve for a here. Well, a is being divided by 15.9. So opposite of division is multiplication. All right, so we multiply both sides by 15.9. Don't let this large number scare you. The principles are still the same. We multiply 15.9 on both sides, eliminating it on the left. Give me a by itself. On the right, we multiply 15.9 by negative 1.7924528319 and get a negative 28.5 as our final answer. N minus 14.7 equals to 4.7. Well, I want to get n by itself. It's being subtracted by 14.7. Opposite of subtraction, addition. I add a 14.7 to both sides. This eliminates a 14.7 on the left, giving me n by itself. 4.7 plus 14.7 is a 19.4. And so our final answer here is just n equals 19.4. 0.357142. 857,143. And that is equal to b over 4.2. Now let me just double check this, make sure it's the right number. 0.357142857,143. Got it. And we want to get b by itself. Although this is a large or long decimal, it's a process, the rules are still the same. We're dividing by 4.2 here. So if I divide by 4.2, the opposite of that's multiplication. So I had to multiply both sides by 4.2. And the 4.2's cancel on the right, giving me b by itself on the right. Now, 4.2 times this large number comes out to be just a 1.5. Now we can write b to come first. And our final answer is very clean, actually, nice and easy. It's just 1.5. Negative 38.48 equals a negative 5.2x. I want to get x by itself. Now it's being multiplied by that negative 5.2. To get rid of that, I have to do the opposite of multiplication, division. Divide both sides by negative 5.2. This gives me x by itself on the right because the negative 5.2's will cancel. On the left, we're left with, well, negative 38.48 divided by negative 5.2 is a positive 7.4. Remember, a negative divided by a negative is a positive. We can rearrange this to have x come first. So we have x equals 7.4, and that is our final answer. V plus 6.6 equals a 32.1. I want to get v by itself. It's being added by 6.6. Opposite of addition, subtraction. So if I subtract 6.6 to both sides, the 6.6's cancel on the left, giving me v by itself on the left. On the right, 32.1 minus 6.6 is 25.5. And so our final answer is v equals 25.5. P over 9.5 equal to 2.78947368421. Now let's double check that number. 2.78947368421. Got it. All right, we got to get p by itself. Principles are still the same. We got to multiply both sides by 9.5. Why? P is being divided by 9.5. Opposite division, multiplication. What this does, we multiply 9.5 to both sides, eliminates it on the left, giving me p by itself. On the right, 2.78947368421 times 9.5 comes out to be a very simple answer, 26.5. And so that is our final answer. Negative 14.896 equals r plus 11.704. All right, I want to get r by itself. So we're adding 11.74 to r. Opposite of addition, subtraction. If I subtract 11.704 to both sides, I eliminate the 11.74 on the right, giving me r by itself. Now, negative 14.896 minus 11.704 is a negative 26.6. We can rewrite this to have r come first, so r equals negative 26.6, and that is our final answer. 21.7 equal to m minus 7.7. All right, we want to get m by itself. It's being subtracted by 7.7. Opposite of subtraction, addition. I add a 7.7 to both sides. This gives me m by itself on the right because the 7.7's cancel. On the left, 21.7 plus 7.7 is a 29.4. We can rewrite this to have m come first. M equals a 29.4, and that is our final answer. Negative 1.55487804.878. Let's double check that. Negative 55487804878 equal to n over 16.4. And I want to solve for n. Well, this, in its bare bones, is the same as any other problem solving for n. We're divided by 16.4, so opposite of division is multiplication. We multiply both sides by 16.4. What this does for us is eliminate the 16.4 on the right, giving me n by itself on the right, and on the left, well, 16.4 times a negative 1.5548784 is equal to a very simple negative 25.5. Now we can rewrite this to have n come first, so n equals negative 25.5, and there we have our final answer. N plus 15.64 equal to negative 13.26. All right, I want to get n by itself. Well, it's being added by 15.64. Opposite of addition, subtraction. So subtract 15.64 to both sides. This gives us n by itself on the left, and on the right, well, negative 13.26 minus 15.64 is a negative 28.9. And so there we have our final answer. 8.8 equals m minus 13.4. And I want to solve for m. Well, I'm subtracting 13.4 to both sides. Opposite of subtractions, addition. So I'm going to add a 13.4 here to both sides. What this does, it eliminates the 13.4 on the right, leaving me m by itself on the right. Now, on the left, 18.8 plus 13.4 is a 22.2. We got that equal to m. We can rewrite m come first. M equals 22. There we go, 22.2. And there we have our final answer. 26.6 equals v plus 4.4. Now, we want to get v by itself. We're adding 4.4 to it. Opposite of addition, subtraction. We subtract a 4.4 to both sides. What this does, on the right, we're left with v by itself. 4.4 is cancel. On the left, 26.6 minus 4.4 is 22.2. I can rewrite this to have v come first, so v equals 22.2, and that is our final answer. 89.7 x, multiplied by x, don't forget that. Don't get ahead of myself, put the equal sign, multiplied by x, equals a negative 2,296.32. And we got to solve for x. Well, we know x is actually being multiplied here by 89.7. Opposite of multiplication is division. So if I divide both sides by 89.7, I'm left with here x by itself on the left. On the right, though, we have negative 2,296.32 divided by 89.7, and that comes out to be a cool negative 25.6. And there we have our simple, final, surprisingly, answer. Negative 5,704.74, and set that equal to a negative 73.8 r. And we want to solve for r. Well, this negative 73.8 r is really multiplication going on right there. Opposite multiplication is division. So if I divide both sides by a negative 73.8, the negative 73.8 will be eliminated on the right, giving me r by itself. That's an r. Bear with my r. Now I'm making it even worse, but it's okay. R on the right. On the left, Negative 5,704.74 divided by negative 73.8 is 77.3. Remember, negative divided by negative is a positive. We can rewrite this to have r come first. And so r equals 77.3 as our final answer. X over 41.6, touch that with my finger there, equals a negative 2.34, 134,615,385. Let me just double check that here. Negative 2.34134615,385. All right, now we want to get x by itself and solve for it, right? Well, large problem, looks complicated, but it's not really, okay? Stick to our principles. We're dividing by 41.6. Opposite of division, multiplication. So if I multiply both sides by 41.6 here, the 41.6 eliminates on the left, giving me x by itself on the left. Now, negative 2.34134615,385 times 41.6 may surprise you to just be a pretty simple negative 97.4. Remember, negative times a positive is a negative. And so here we have our final answer. B minus 43.4. And that is equal to negative 120. Now, to get b by itself, well, it's being subtracted by 43.4. Opposite of subtraction is addition. So if I add 43.4 to both sides, I'm left with b by itself on the left. Remember, these 43.4s cancel. On the right, negative 120 plus 43.4 is a negative 76.6. And there we have our final answer.
Minute Math, when you need help you use Minute Math. Minute Math, when you need help you use Minute Math. MinuteMathTutor.com.